Okay, now that you have your egg shape onto the cube, I'm going to show you a better way of doing that than just placing it on the cube. Okay, the best way is to come over here and to grab a helper. So if I click on this next to this cube, I see my work plane helpers right here. So I grab the work plane, drag it over, and I'm going to place it right on the top because that's where I want my egg. So now that it's there, I could bring my egg over, and you can see that blue shadow underneath will help me place it on that square. Very nice. And if I click on this cone, it will tell me how many millimeters it is off the cube, and I can put it exactly on 0, 0, which is very nice. That means it's touching the cube. If I didn't have this helper here, this orange helper, it would not show me that. Now I want to align this so it's in the center, and that's easy to do. You're just going to do a left click over here and surround your two objects you want to align. Go up here to adjust, click align, and then you're going to click on, of course I want them to align in the center. And as you see, when I click on a button, it shows me what it's going to look like. That's not it. There's 1, 2, 3, so this one's in the center. So that's aligned on that side. And there's 3 on this side. So I'll align it in the center button on this side. And now it is aligned. Very good. So we are almost done. Now if we were to print this, even though it's touching, let me zoom in here. Even though it's touching, they might not print together. So you always want to sync one object into another just to make sure they will come out connected when you print. So to do that, we're going to sync it 1 millimeter. And so this orange thing is here. It'll tell me exactly when it is -1. And that's all I need to sync it to make sure it's touching. Okay, so I've sunk it -1 millimeters. And now I could click on my work plane here and then click on the blue and it will disappear. All right, very good. Now if I wanted to move this whole thing around, I could do a square around it, and you see it's both highlighted in blue, the square and the egg, and that allows me to move it around. Now if I do something over here, it's going to unglue it and it won't be together. If you want to permanently group things together, you're going to highlight both of them and then come over here and press group, and now it turns both of them the same color, as you can see. And now even if I click back over here, it's going to be grouped and I can move it anywhere I want. So I bet you can guess what we need to do to ungroup it. If I wanted to move this egg or move this square, again square and just ungroup, and that allows me to move things as I wish. So say if I wanted to move this square at an angle, maybe at 45 degrees. Okay. And bring this up to, bring that up. Just showing you that you can move things around when you ungroup them. All right. I also want to show you something interesting. If you notice the numbers here, does anybody see anything interesting when I move it to different areas? Okay, you see that's a -53. And that's both negative. You see the numbers are changing. That's a -45 and down to -50, -60. So the top number goes from a positive to a negative when I go right to left, but the bottom number always stays negative. If anybody knows anything about graphing or coordinates, this could be a great exercise for learning math. Okay, same thing at the top. This is, both of them are positive if I move it in this area. But if I move it over here, the bottom one goes to negative and the top one stays positive. Okay, see if you can do something with that and figure out exactly where those X and Y lines are for your coordinate, where your axes. All right.